So, a bit information about today's presentation. A few words about agenda. So we'll have a presentation for about 40 minutes, and after that we'll have a section for your question. I think it will take about 20 minutes. Actually, our presentation will be divided for 3 sections, and after each of them we'll have a pause for your questions, if you have any of them. Now, once again, let me know if you can hear me well, and we'll start to demonstrate and to speak about new version. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, today we are going to speak about new version iRidium 2.2 that will be released officially in September. Estimated time date for the release is September 22nd. For the moment, we have iRidium version 2.2 available for the testing with i2Next. So it's available at the App Store for your Apple devices, as well as you can get a new version from our website from download section. It's available for Windows as well as for Android. So you are welcome to test it, to play with it, and share with us your feedback. It would be greatly appreciated and will help us to get the most reliable version and convenient for your usage. So, what we wanted to speak about is about our improvements and new features that we will get with 2.2. So here you can see 3 directions that we are working on. It's a security, meta, convenience, and new capabilities. Also, we'll speak about improvements of iRidium GUI editor, and yeah, we'll show you how we made your life and your work with iRidium easier and better. So let's start from the security point. And first information that we want to share with you, it's MXPEG support. So as you may know, it's used with Mobotix cameras, IP cameras, as well as with door panels from this manufacturer. And this format allows you to get audio and video together in one stream. Here with me, Dmitry, so he's our tech director and will assist me a bit with the editor if we are going to demonstrate you something. And now we want to share with you how it will look in the editor. So just a second, we'll take a look on the page 1. So here you can see password. Could you change it to English? Just a second. Just a few hours ago there were Russian presentation and we want to change it to English. Yes, please. Great. Okay, so here you can see the special stream where you can choose MXG in order to use intercom and from Mobotix. And if you want to get audio, just plug or unplug this section. Okay, here you can see how it looks like. So this setup, this environment is available on our website, so it's not your current version of the editor or whatever you have. And also what I want to tell you that the projects that you can find in the webinar, material sections, they will work with beta setup of iRidium 2.2, not with the current 2.1, 2.2. Oh yeah, please don't forget about it. Okay, another question, another improvements. It's an encrypting of IRPZ files. So before this version, you wasn't able to, let's say, encrypt or secure somehow your projects, your know-hows or any, let's say, features and graphical elements that you've made, as well as script drivers made by yourself. And what does it mean? Actually, if you made some project, yep, and after that the owner of the project decided to work with a different integrator instead of you, this integrator can get your project, can get your graphical elements or script drivers just from the device and use it for their projects. And it's not good for you, right? So that's why we decided to make this encrypting IRPZ file feature. When you will encrypt your files, it's pretty important to know that there will be only one way to secure it. So for instance, you're working on projects, then you decided to encrypt it. The file format will be changed from IRPZ to PIRPZ, and you will not able to change it again to IRPZ. So your source project should be always with you. Otherwise, you will not be able to change it or to fix it if there are some questions or suggestions from your customers. We'll just show you how it looks like, so you can see that file type is PIRPZ. Yeah, now we'll show you that there will be source file. Yeah, for instance, this one, MobaTix IRPZ. And also you can see another one, secured, encrypt, PIRPZ. So it means that your work, your improvements, will be secured. And this file should be transferred, uploaded to devices via iRidium transfer, not IRPZ. Otherwise, it will not be secured. So there were many questions from our integrators about it, and with 2.2, it's possible to secure scripts, graphical elements, XML files, and fonts. Exactly. Okay, let's go to another topic. Support of H.264 format. So it's now extremely improved. What does it mean? With the previous version, there were some limitations to use this format. Actually, it didn't support, let's say, some type of cameras, but it should support. And also, now you can use and show up to 5 cameras on one page in this format. So, as I told you before, test it with 2.2 beta version. Let us know your opinion. Yeah, and if before you tried to work with some cameras with this format and they didn't work, try it once again. Now it should be fixed. So it's all regarding security point. If you have some questions, let me know. We'll be happy to discuss them. So three main topics, let's say. MXPEG support, encrypting of files, and improvement of H.264 format. Any questions? If yes, please type them in chat. If not, let's go to another section of our presentations about convenience. Okay, let's go to convenience. So now with 2.2, you have a possibility to remotely update your projects via HTTP or HTTPS formats. So it means that you don't need to use transfer, and now I will share with you several examples how it can be used. For example, you have a project where you used site license for, let's say, 5 iPads and 3 iPhones, and your customer decided to change one of his or her devices to the new one. Before there were needs in your assistant, so you should to arrive to the object and make everything manually, or upload new project from your office using static addresses. It wasn't convenient, blah blah blah. Now what you can do, you can upload your projects to Amazon or Google Drive or Dropbox, for instance. Then you will have a link that you can share with your customer. Also, there are another feature that is I think great one. It's a QR code reading. So actually you can make this link like a QR code, send it to your customer via email, for instance, and if they have a new device, they can scan QR code, and with it they will get a new project to control his or her house. It's up to you. You can make some let's say password or security level where you ask to let's say to allow or disallow to control this project by this customer. So there can be some password, for example. And another way how to use it, your customer can upload i2 control from the website, from the App Store on our website. With it, we have a demo interface. You can find it in material sections. It calls main iPhone. Here you can see the section read get project from QR code. He pushes this button, sees a QR code, upload it, and with it he get his project. So it's pretty simple to use, and I see a lot of options and possibilities that come in with QR code and remote project update features. So yeah, it's easier for you to support, to maintain your projects for the future. Okay. Yeah, so as I told you, an example to how to use it, you can find in material section, project main iPhone. Let's take a look. Now another improvement, better work on iOS with Retina. So there were questions from our customers with big projects when they should use it and make it in Retina resolution. There were some let's say worked not so fast and speedy, and now we fix it, and we also shared with you trade show interface. It done in Retina resolution as well as in standard resolution, so it's a big one and it works pretty good on Retina displays. So it's also can be checked by you. So as I told you regarding QR codes reading, there are another different ways how you can control it, how you can use it. Let me share with you some examples. So they are interesting for integrators from commercial automation. So how it can be used. For instance, let's speak about hotels. A guest can upload a control interface for his room, her room on the smartphone when he scans a QR code at reception. So simply need to have i2 control on his iPad or Android tablet. He gets his project. With this project, you as an integrator can also make a, let's say, limitation for time, how long they can use it. So for instance, if they will stay in hotel for 5 days, this project will work exactly for 5 days only. So it also could be done. And another way how you can use it and suggest to your customers, for instance, meeting rooms. if I'm a speaker from another company and I have a presentation in the office of my partner, let's say, I'm going to meeting room, see the QR code, scan it via i2 control application, and I can control projector, shades, lights, whatever that should be controlled via presentation. So it looks like pretty interesting feature for you as iRidium customers, iRidium integrators. So it looks like no one else can allow let's say suggest this feature for their customers. So you're welcome to use it. Okay, let's now take a look on your questions. If you have any, please let me know. Yeah, I am pretty agree with you. It's very interesting feature, and I see a great future for you and for us with it. In case of commercial projects, maybe you will have some ideas how to use it in, I don't know, smart homes, residential automation, whatever you want. Okay, any questions regarding these improvements? Maybe how to use it, or you see some questions, issues with it? No? How can we use it? So the convenient, the most, I'm sorry, just a second. Main iPhone. Right. Yeah, so how to use it? Just go to material section, get main iPhone project. Here you can see script, so you will see how it was written, and also will get the idea how to use it. If it's not, let's say, if you will have any questions, just contact our tech support if needed. Okay, so let's go there. Let's speak about iRidium GUI editor. Windows 8 support. So before you were able to use it and work with the editor at Windows 7 and somehow on XP version. So now you can use it on 8, on Windows 8. So you're welcome. Also, let's say convenient feature improvement for those who are working on portrait projects. Now you can work on them or edit them with any, let's say, in Emulator in the right way. So you will see it in not landscape orientation but portrait orientation, and I think, yeah, we'll demonstrate it. Yep. So just let's take some design that was made for portrait. Here it is, and then let's open it in Emulator. So here you can see it. Yeah, so before it was in landscape mode, and you work on it in not convenient way. Okay, I see that there are some questions. Dmitry will answer to them. ToolsPanel for fast project creation. So it's an interesting feature for those who are just starting to work on iRidium or want to work in, let's say, a more comfortable way. So yeah, as I told you, it's for beginners with designs. So just you need to choose them, then some buttons or sliders, whatever, and you can work with them. Let's show it. Yeah, for instance, you can see here. Yeah, let's create some project. Let's choose. So here you can see that we have three. Let's show how many themes do we have. We have three themes at the moment: Android, iOS 8, and Metro. So we'll work on them to increase the number of available themes. Then you can choose some color picker or button, whatever. Let's choose button, for instance. Yep. What kind of? Yep. Color picker, for instance, in Metro style. Okay, and then let's change it to iOS 8. Let's, okay, so you see the difference. Let's just slide. Here it is. So yeah, simple solution for those who don't want to start with just from the zero, right, with a blue box. Which lights, and then let's choose Android style. Come on. Yeah. Slider, whatever. Okay. Let's go further. Let's speak about AV and custom system driver. So we mentioned here that it's a global update of this driver, and it's so. First of all, with 2.2, we'll provide you new IR database from Global Caché. So for those who just started with iRidium, before they also provided to us their database, but now they changed the source for their database, and this database provided from one of the biggest, let's say, company who are working with and collect IR comments, etc. So now the new database contains real models of devices and not just code sets. So before, if you want to control some AV device, what you have to do is to choose the name of manufacturer. Then you will need to search for type, for instance TV, and then you will need to manually choose code sets provided in Global Caché IR database. Now it's different, and also the base now is much larger in case of models, manufacturers that you can choose. Let's show it. Okay, let's show how to work with database. So let's make it available. Okay, Global Caché database. Let's choose some brand, for instance. You can see here Bose. Also, by the way, now Global Caché is not just a script driver, but it's a native driver. So in case of stability and work of this driver, now it's much more works much more faster than before. So let's choose some commands, add them to project device panel, and then just bind some of them to a graphical element. So that's how it looks like. Yeah. Okay. By the way, as I told you, Global Caché now is a native driver, so it means that we were able to create site license for Global Caché. So before there were device license for AV and custom system driver, And now with site license you can get it and use it with any devices of Global Caché that we support. So that you will be able to control your project from unlimited number of control panels. So it will be not so much more cheaper than our, let's say, current site licenses, because it's AV. We'll inform you about the price a bit later. But keep it in mind when you are going to create projects in the future. If it's related to AV and you're going to use Global Caché, don't forget about site licenses. Okay, another topic to discuss, another feature, is an HTTPS support. So what does it mean? It means that now you are able to work with a protected connection. Should we show something in this case? Yeah. Yeah, just let's take a look. Now here you can see how to work with HTTPC, and then you should choose SSL and choose enable instead of disable. So it's also important for protected connection for the security. And I'm not sure if someone uses Helvar in their projects. By the way, please type in chat what kind of equipment, what kind of hardware systems, automation systems do you work with and use in your project. Is it AV, is it Global Caché, IMX, KNX, whatever? Interesting to know, really. Or maybe Helvar or Duotech, Domintel. Okay, HDL mentioned. Great. Anything else or just HDL? CBus. Great, perfect. Really interesting to know equipment you work with. So yeah, we've got site license for Helvar. It's assigned to a Helvar router and enables to control Helvar as well as audio, video, if we are talking about Site License Pro, from any number of control panels. It was tested here in our office with Helvar routers. They called DigiDim 905 or 910. So if you have another routers to test this license with, please let us know your feedback. There is one limitation of this site license, but it's because of limitation of their routers. You can use it only locally, so not via internet, because their routers limited with it. Also, this license will be available with 2.2. So in general information about our product, so as we mentioned, you can use any control panel to control any equipment with any interface. Now it's easier because of improvements of our editor, and interfaces also available on our website, and you can use it for demonstrations or for your projects. I also ask you to take a look on trade show interface that are in material sections. This one is an interface where we demonstrate whole iRidium capabilities with different projects that can be made in 3D or in like a floor plan style. Just let us show you some tips and tricks, let's say. Here it is. So we kindly recommend you to take a look at this interface, to play with it, to see what kind of solutions can be done with iRidium, and then you can simply use them in your projects. So it looks like step-by-step information starting from interfaces that you can create. For instance, it can look like floor plan, then like a 3D house, or we called it photorealistic. So you just take a photo of the room or zone, whatever, and like a Windows 8 style. So it means that with iRidium you are able to create not just your own graphic, but you also can use and create your own logic, your own navigation of the project. As we told you regarding platform, supported equipment, so various of them, automation systems as well as AV equipment. Here are types of cameras and formats that we support. You can see how they can be placed. Oh, understood. So information about media servers, SIP intercom, and here you can see, section play with me. Here we demonstrate security levels that you can okay. And like a piano, so your customers can play with it. Then some examples of remotes. Yeah, and here's just information how you can open applications that are often used by each particular customers from inside a iRidium app. So yeah, take a look on it. Okay, so regarding iRidium and its new capabilities, we've mentioned all of them. Try to show you how it looks like. So we ask you to play with I2 Next before I2 Control is released. Let us know your recommendations or your comments to get I2 Control reliable, convenient, and ready for 100% to work on your projects. Now we are ready to take a look on your questions and answer to them. So let's start with any site license for CBus. Let's say now we don't have it. It will be, it's a question of time, of course. At the moment we have device license and device license pro for CBus projects. I use AV cards. Okay, got you. Question about AV products, any support for commercial AV products. It's interesting to know what kind of. Can you mention some names, brands, to understand what do you mean? Okay, question from Alberta. Any schedule for time calendar functions? Yes, it will be with a iRidium server. Any news on the event server? So just I see that there are many questions regarding server. Would like to share with you information what we are going to do with it. So after the release of 2.2, most of our programmers and engineers will start to work day and night on iRidium server, on a software part of it, as well as they will test it with hardware parts. Now we are in process to choose platforms that as a hardware for iRidium server. Probably there will be several solutions available at the market. Of course, they will have some different parameters, as well as pricing will be different. In this case, I would like to ask you to share your thoughts about the pricing of iRidium server. So there will be that data storage. It will run logic, some scenarios, scheduling, of course. So in case of functions, it will be like a Gira or logic machine, if you ever heard about them. And also, as a benefit, there will be close integration of iRidium visualization. So it's like an advantage of this server. So it's interesting to know how much will you ready to pay for it. So your advice is for pricing. And also let us know if you use any servers in your projects, what kind of them. Is it Gira or Loxone or Domavia or Hager or Logic Machine? Just type it in chat, please. Interesting to know. Okay, here are young facility pilots. Loxone. Okay. What about pricing? Okay, Duotechna. Almost 1,000 euro. Open remote. What do you think about the option to provide iRidium server not just like a final and ready solution with hardware, but also to have it separately and to give you software part? And it means that you can use and choose any hardware as you want. What do you think about this idea? Okay, brilliant. Thanks, Damien. Yeah, Jackie would be great. Okay, clear. Okay, so yeah, there are a lot of different decisions and opinions. So we'll see. But as I told you, there will be several solutions available to buy and to use as iRidium server. Okay, so now I will stop recording, and if you have any additional questions, let's proceed.